Hello, all. I'm Hellfire, joined by Mikey here today. We're going to be commentating for what is the lower bracket losers semifinals, I believe, between Nacho and zelascelar.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match, I think. So yeah, this is the I think for a competition essentially for third place in the tournament, if I've understood that right. I think because
So, yeah.
in the losers final against Paige.
Yep. We're here on Andoe Mountain Run. Finally got this absolutely amazing track here as the first.
Yeah, I like Andoe Mountain Run. I think it's a really good track, and particularly with that canyon section, that's everyone's favorite.
Yeah, the canyon is absolutely brutal. It feels like a piece of a Barunda track snuck its way into Ando Prime.
Yeah, looks like they're already off here. So there are two very, very skilled runners here. I think this is definitely one of the more anticipated matchups of this year's tournament.
Yeah, they're both mostly known for full track. I think Nacho has a few skips up his sleeve, but for the most part, I think we're going to have just a general, pretty clean full track picks here. Oh,
Yeah.
and this is a best of 11, by the way, so we are going to be going for quite a bit today.
Yeah, that's true. So it's going to be a little bit more endurance needed today's match, and yeah, as far as I know, 4 force points for this match.
Yep.
It's something I just checked before.
All right, here comes the most dangerous part of the track.
They're pretty even at the moment, actually.
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty well. Okay, some braking going on. Ooh, Zell bonking. That's not good. Or, I mean, Nacho bonked. Okay, so Zell is ahead. Wow, that was amazing. Some amazing work from Zell.
Yeah, this is some great pod racing to
Clean
start.
10 entry. Okay, this is, wow. This is going really well.
I think the first track's always very interesting because it's joint picked by both runners, so it's kind of an indication potentially of how the match might go, given all things considered.
Okay, both make the bridge safely. A little low on heat. Nacho gets close to bonking.
There's a lot of routes on this track as well you can potentially use.
Yeah, the newest route here for lap 1 is an absolute nightmare. Yeah, it is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, Zella looks
back up in the canyon.
Zella just looks absolutely on it at the moment.
Yeah, he's playing very consistently right now.
Nacho a little bit higher heat, but he's behind in his position.
Zell's scraping twice. Nacho doesn't.
Yeah, he's still keeping a lot of speed through those turns.
It's a new lap record.
Both make 10. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
No way I'd be able to do that.
Definitely one of the, one of the claiming.
Zell doesn't get the boost hold.
Those are some tight turns through that section. You have to be very precise with your line there.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. And this section too, they're both opting to take right side, which makes sense. It's a lot safer.
Yeah, I mean, Zell's just ahead at the moment.
Wow, this is amazing. This might just be so close.
Ooh.
It's gonna come down to this canyon. Oh, and that's rough.
No.
Oh, man, so close.
And that's this game for you, though.
It's a new lap record.
Totally unforgiving.
Easy time from Nacho. I think. Let's see. Okay, that's a very nice time. Yeah, Zell had that. It was so close, and he just didn't make it.
Oh, he absolutely had that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see. So 0 and submit. Okay.
Yeah, so we're entering the permaban phase now of the match. So both players will be able to permanently ban 2 tracks, which will be excluded from the remainder of this match for either player.
Abyss. That's a really smart pick because Nacho loves this. DR Death Row. Death Row's Revenge Band from Nacho. Huh? Zell banning Bunta training course? Huh. What? And Nacho banned Bunta Classic.
Yeah, I get the Abyss pick, and I think the zelascelar probably doesn't want to do the skip on Bunta training course, I imagine.
I guess, but I don't think Nacho even has a time for BTC skips is a problem.
Yeah. Death Throws for Nacho as a permanent ban is kind of a more curious choice.
Yep. Okay, in temp band, we got Bullseye Navarre from Zell. And then temp band Scrapper's Run as well for Nacho. So we're just getting in on the Ord Ibana hate right now. Is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, Nacho lost in his match with Lightning Pirate to play zelascelar here.
All right, now we're just waiting for Zell to make a track choice. See if he wants to use any forces right off the bat. Oh man.
I don't
Yes,
think.
that's a good one.
Interesting.
So we got Inferno. Just plain old Inferno, I think. No skips, no pod bans, so I think
Yeah,
there's a few pods they could use. There's Ben, Mars, and Bullseye. Ben's always the fastest, of course, but
yeah, that's a pretty interesting pick actually, because zelascelar picked that in his match, and he banned a load of other pods as well. So maybe he's trying to force him to use his run back if he wants to pick that track.
let's see. Could be good.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick though from Nacho.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a very, very dangerous track.
Back again, huh?
zelascelar rather. Oh, it was zelascelar's pick. Yeah.
Yeah, because he lost.
Yeah, last time he picked this with some different pod bands as well. So
I see.
yeah, beg your pardon.
I think it makes sense, honestly, because Nacho, he does have a lot more experience with off-meta pods on Barunda tracks, I feel. So maybe just trying to force him on the hardest pod here could work better than just trying to ban some pods and still lose to it. So the section that Nacho is in currently, it's very hard. barely even gets any boost off there, which is a lot safer. But you can save a lot of time fitting any boost you can through that section.
Yeah, there's a lot of very small boosts really that add up to make a big difference. I think that's, as you say, is the key to the track, but it's
Yeah,
definitely just one.
You got to understand like how much you can really push without also making a mistake on this track, which is very dangerous. There's a lot of awkward turns that are very tight to make. Really dangerous overall.
All right, looks like our countdown has gone in. It looks like the tourney records from. Oh wait, is that? Oh, is that the results?
What?
Oh, never mind. I'm still trying to learn how Botto works.
Oh no, those are just like the best times for like this top time, and then their PBs.
Right. Yeah, so Nacho actually has the better personal best here.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
interesting because zelascelar doesn't have any deaths on his run.
Right, should be going, yeah. Nice. Okay. Clearing the first area pretty well. Not too bad. This is where it starts to get really hard. Nacho opting to take it very clean. Just, yeah, barely boosting right now. Same for Zell. Nacho takes a shortcut. Zell going the longer route. It's going to lose him a little bit of time.
Yeah, it looks like Nacho's pulling ahead slightly.
Yep, he is definitely 50. 40 to 51, 59.
Yeah, I mean, he looks on pace to beat his previous tourney best. Oh, nasty bonk from zelascelar.
Luckily, he doesn't die, which is not great to hear. Yeah, but both players right now are opting to really play safe right now. This is quite an amazing amount of restraint. I would not have this kind of level of control in me.
Yeah, I think Nacho's pushing a little harder than zelascelar.
Yeah, he is slowly just gaining an edge, just playing very well right now. So it's definitely Nachos to lose right now.
The outdoor section is just so dangerous on this track.
Yeah, I do not like it. If you get height there, you can just die hitting the archway.
And these rocks are just like everywhere.
Yeah, there's so many obstacles. Wow, Nacho, that's a tourney PB for him. Is that? I think that's just a PB overall. Wow, amazing time from Nacho. I mean, Zell didn't die, but he just.
Yeah, I'm just surprised actually at how big of a difference that was in the end.
Yeah, I mean, that just goes to like that's what I mean when there's so much you can lose on this track, even if you're playing well. Well, playing safe, I suppose.
Oh well, so we're on to zelascelar's second pick this time.
Yep.
Yeah, he has picked Sebulba's Legacy skips in one of his matches. I wonder if we'll see that one.
That'd be a great pick, I think. Okay, Zell temp banning bowls, poor bowls. Nacho still temp banning scrappers. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. So we got bumpy breakers skips. It's pretty much a classic at this point. Pretty simple if you're doing it at 60 FPS. Pretty consistent. If you don't know how to do this with Ben, it's a little rough because the spot you have to hit is a little specific, and if you miss it, you just fall and then you die, and then you have to do the part that you were trying to skip. You have to do all that section. You lose so much time. So it really comes down to not dying on the skip here.
Yeah, I don't know if he used this in this year's tournament so far.
I don't think so. I mean, I think this might be like the first zelascelar skip pick.
Well, he's picked Sabul's legacy skips, as I said, but
Okay.
maybe we'll see that later, perhaps.
I mean, like I said, it is not too bad to get down, I think. Like with Ben, like as Goof said, it's so easy.
Only the best parts you'll find here in my shop. Huh?
I hope he can pull it off. This would be very interesting to see from zelascelar.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what he does here.
Yeah, I hope it's the new strat, not the old strat, or something else. Maybe some older variation. There, Nacho pretty much missed it. I think he did it probably too late. It's also on a lower FPS.
Yeah, it should be mentioned as well that all these skips that look really simple, they don't all work for every pod, and like everyone's different, and you have to really get a feel for how they work to be able to do them.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Okay, Nacho opting to go for what's called the legacy version, where you go under here and you. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so that could happen if you go underneath the bridge and accelerate. You can kind of jump your way underneath the bridge and back up onto the upper level of the track.
Yeah,
so.
like that. He wants to also tilt like right before he goes through, or else he'll die like that too. But this is honestly a little difficult. It's not very consistent in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he does look a little bit unprepared, to be fair. I mean, he started with Ben, doing the newest skip, and now he's trying this method, so.
Oh, yeah, see? Oh, no.
It's just chaos, isn't it, really?
I guess Zell doesn't need practice at all? I'm not sure what's going on here.
maybe he's just bluffing and he wants to just sort of bait Nacho into.
Oh, wow, that'd be amazing.
I mean, I find it hard to believe, but it would be pretty cool if he did that.
If he just does full track instead and lets Nacho die a bunch. But I mean, if Nacho makes this skip like once or twice, he should be dead. Yeah. I'm not sure. Like, even if he dies here, it doesn't really matter, I think. Alright. Looks like they're supposed to be off. Zell.
Yeah, so you get 3 minutes of warm up on skips. Yeah, Nacho does not look really comfortable on this bit.
No, no. I mean, he understands it at least, but I mean, it's just gonna be really tricky for him. Okay, now we're off. All right. So I mean, really, we're just going to see what Zell does here.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Oh, and he misses it. Okay, and Nacho makes it. This is not good. This is already not good for Zell.
I actually thought he was going to do the full track when he did that.
Wow, that is really unfortunate. Zell has a lot of work to do. I'm really not sure what the skip pick idea was about.
No, me neither. I mean, he has to do all the difficult sections of the track now with Ben because of that.
Yeah, this is a very questionable pick. I'm pretty befuddled.
Yeah, it's definitely one to ask about in interviews, I think.
Honestly, I'd rather he just pick like Bumpy Breaker's full track at this point.
Yeah, I was.
Nacho missed a skip at least, so Zell does have a minor chance to maybe make this back.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, until the final lap of the skip, we won't know really what the situation is.
Wow, this is quite amazing. All right, yeah. I mean, Zell just has to. Oh, come on, Zell. I hope you can make it, man.
Yeah, come on, Zell.
No.
Well, he's got one more chance, and Nacho has he done it twice now? Yeah.
No, he hasn't. He's still ahead from the first one because he's done it once. Zell hasn't done it at all. Zell taking another death. This is not looking good for Zell. This is a very questionable pick. Maybe it was just like a Hail Mary, you know, just trying to throw it out there and maybe something would happen.
Yeah, maybe he just felt that Nacho was really unprepared here, and that gave him the edge. I don't know. It seems a bit desperate if that's the reason. Nacho approaching the final skip here.
Slowing down a good bit. Just making sure oh no, well he got it and then he clipped back into the same section above.
But, yeah, he still respawned on the upper level though, so that's gonna be...
And he made it. Okay, well I think it's over for Zell at this point.
Yeah, I think it would have to be something out of this world for zelascelar to win there. But...
I think honestly, props to Nacho for, you know, really getting it down within such a short amount of time. It's not easy.
Yeah, I think he just like sort of stayed calm and just figured out what he wanted to do and just went with that, and it seems to have worked for him. Really.
Yeah, Zell is just not getting this jump at all. I wonder what his like traction and FPS setup is like. Very nice time from Nacho. Very well done.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's it for that. Yeah, it's a pretty rough start for zelascelar.
Okay, 3 for Nacho, 0 for Zell. Yeah, I agree, Goof. There's like, there's no way I can do it consistently. Well, Nacho just swinging out, banging these times out. Zell said, "My last attempt at skips ever. Haha, good for retirement."
Oh dear. He still has 3 force points, I think, though, so he can still
Yeah, he
do
does.
pod bands and stuff if he wants as well. So that's one of the additional forces that players can use. So players can either enable the use of skips on tracks, or they can ban up to 2 additional pods for each force point. So each force point can be, if they wish, they can be stacked on any given next
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, you could like literally ban 8 pods in one run. Would be madness.
It'd be funny to see like the best pod being like rats or something.
Okay, we got temp ban of Ben Quaterneros from Zell, and then temp ban of Beto's Wild Ride from Nacho.
Yeah, but banning any.
Let's go. Grab Vine Gateway pick. Wow. That I like this. I like this track. This is a good pick.
This is something I would expect Nacho to pick.
Honestly, yeah. I feel that Nacho does have a good amount of familiarity with this track, so
I wonder if he'll use any forces here.
I mean, it is Grapevine Gateway, so I mean, anyone could die here. It's such a hard, tough track. Oh, trying to take out the Gambit? Oh, that is a good point. Yeah. Well, honestly, I think he's more inclined to take like Neva Key on FMR instead.
Yeah, I think I think Nacho has used both actually in his previous tournament
He
matches.
definitely does. But I think he's picked like FMR twice now. Might be wrong, but okay, I'm expecting both of them just to go bullseye Navar. He's the superior choice here. Very fast, very agile.
Back again, huh?
Yeah, so maybe this is what I was thinking of earlier. Is when in this situation, maybe he just doesn't want to use Neva Key or something on this track if Nacho ever picks it.
Yeah, just wants to knock it out and not have to worry about it. Joe looking not bad here.
Yeah, I get
Even
the
makes a
feeling
shortcut.
I feel like he should be quite good at this actually.
Yeah, I think this should be pretty close. But I mean, it also, I mean, it could be catastrophic as well. I mean, this is grab by game.
Yeah,
So
so
a little shaky in the forest section. Oh, dying, and that's a very tough portion of the track to get through. Nacho clearing the shortcut very well. That was a very good shortcut.
yeah, I think this Cheeseland section at Nacho's is probably one of the most difficult, although the swamp might be even worse actually.
It's like, yeah, swamp is definitely harder, I believe, just because you have to manage your brakes a lot more.
Yeah, it's a really thorough test, this track, really. Just tests everything, your braking skills, your lines, your boost timings, and all that kind of thing.
Oh, it's very easy to die in this swamp section. There's a lot of like trees sticking out that like are just nearly in the way of like the lines you want to make. So if you're just off, you'll die.
Yeah, it's just downright sadistic, let's be honest.
This is a very, very challenging track, and for most people, it's over 4 minutes long. That's an absolute marathon just filled with absolutely brutal execution. You don't have a lot of breaks in this track. Like, you don't have like a time to like, calm down a little and then continue on with the lap. You just have to go.
Yeah, it's kind of like insane focus just for all, for that whole duration, really.
And we're off. Okay, Nacho almost dying from the start. Both make the shortcut very well. Zell is slightly ahead.
Yeah, we'll see the Earthquake shortcut on laps 2 and 3 as well. So this is a different route on those laps.
Going a little slow here in 4 section, so might even up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit more even now.
Yeah, zelascelar looks like he's got pretty good pace here.
Zell going right side. That is very interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, he's taking some pretty sharp lines actually to all of
Wow.
this.
Okay. Yeah. Zell clearing the swamp very well. Nacho's still on his tail though. I think it's really close. I think it's actually it's even actually. Wow.
Yeah, what a race this is actually. Yeah.
Okay. This section is very dangerous too if you're not careful. I just have to clear this very hard U-turn. And this is gonna be close. Wow. It's like 5/10 off. That's amazing.
Yeah, on this track, that's very, very close.
They're doing very well right now. Okay, now we gotta take the shortcut here where you need to brake twice. Okay, both make it through without dying.
Oh.
Nacho takes a death. Alright, so Zell is in the definite lead now, but he does not have an easy game ahead of him at all. He's still...
Yeah, I would say he just literally has a small advantage, nothing significant really.
Still going right side.
Yeah, I always feel it's a bit more unnatural of a path to take, actually.
Yeah, I feel like it is too. Like it's very hard to see in my opinion. Zell makes it through swamp pretty well. Ooh, Nacho taking a bonk there, losing some more speed.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to make up some time actually after that. Which actually is something that could work on this track.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Like it's easy to like just lose speed too without dying a lot of the time. So you can definitely take an advantage here. Okay, Zell's leading. Oh, and he takes a death. Okay, Nacho. It's gonna be.
I mean, they're still pretty much even.
Yep. All right. Well, this is awesome.
I mean, boost timings don't matter if you're crashing.
All right, final shortcut.
Nacho just clipping
well
that.
Done. This is a big yes.
But he makes it through. He's braking on that turn there. That's interesting.
Yeah, probably just a little spooked. Okay, going into this very dangerous jungle section. Final turn here, difficult. Okay. Final swamp.
Well, zelascelar lost a bit of time there, actually, on the entry to the swamp.
Oh man, Zell's really sending it. Oh my gosh. Nacho clears it.
Yeah, he was really good actually through those final few corners.
Yeah, Zell. Man,
no.
I think that seals it for Zell.
That's a pretty brutal way to. That's brutal. That is for zelascelar.
Pretty good example of like how Gravine Gateway goes. Both players dying a lot, and then one coming out ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think that actually only came down to one death difference in the end.
Yeah. They're almost even on the exit of Swamp, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough.
All right, so It's 4-0 now. Nacho leading quite well right now. Technically, he only has to win 2 more matches, I believe. But maybe we'll start getting some different picks that'll work out for Zell.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely, I think, the closest, really, besides the first race. Yeah, I mean, although he didn't win that race, I think that was a good pick for zelascelar. I think maybe he could go for something similar to that.
Yeah. I mean, that was very close. That's what you want, at least. All right, he got... Yeah, it was actually 1 death to 2, I believe. That's amazing. All right, another temp ban of Bull's Roar here from Zell. He's just not having it today. And the same thing, Scrappers Run temp ban from Nacho. Very, very set. Ooh. All right. I guess it's Executioner. Just Executioner, yep.
Ah, interesting. I did not expect that from zelascelar.
This is a pretty good pick, I think. I mean, technically Nacho does have a tourney PB of 1 second higher than Zell of a 352. But this is, if you don't have the anti-gravity tubes memorized, it can be very dangerous for you. It's very easy to die here.
True, that's a pretty dangerous section.
Now, if you're like a really good player and you played the track a ton, you usually get it memorized pretty well. But if you're not familiar with it at all, it can be a very tricky section to get through.
Yeah, doesn't like zelascelar like spin all the way through the tube sometimes? I've seen some player do that.
I think he does it in Vengeance, doesn't he?
I think it's just terrifying when I see players doing that, honestly.
Yeah, the people who like spin through the tubes like all the way are just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this track's pretty straightforward other than that, though, really.
It is really simple, honestly. It's really going to come down to lines if everyone survives. Like this uphill section that Nacho is on, called Red Carpet, if you're not boosting up it like almost all the way, you're going to lose time on it compared to the other route.
Did zelascelar just try and drive straight into the tube then?
Yeah, not sure why. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, see, Nacho just clipped a rock right there. Also, this exit can be quite dangerous if you don't release every button, I believe. Like, it'll pretty much just kill you a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky one. I think also the setup you use has a bit of an influence on that as well. Yeah, I seem to recall using lower frame rates is worse for that.
Ooh, see, Zell almost made it, but it's just so tough to get through. Especially with the speed of Ben sometimes. Nacho doing the jump into the tube strat here, which is, I think, a little bit more common.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way I'd recommend players to do it, actually.
And he did clear the tube all the way, so that's a good sign. It means he can do it.
Yeah, and that door Nacho just went through as well, that's quite a tricky one as well. I always feel that that's narrower than it looks.
It's at a weird angle sometimes, and like you'll think you'll make it, but then you're slightly too wide, and then you clip like the edge of it. It's very easy to die on. Very.
Yeah, that's where this tilting is a useful function. just to make your pod narrower.
I think they're off, aren't they?
Good question. Yes.
So
We'll have to see how zelascelar enters the tube this time. He's going straight for it.
what is this entry? Wow, I've never seen that entry from Zell. That is really scary. Okay, Nacho taunting, very important. And then both make it through. Amazing.
Yeah, zelascelar's ahead because of that, but it's I don't know. I really don't agree with that strategy.
I've never seen that done before.
I mean, it works, but it just feels so dangerous. He's on quite low heat as well, actually, zelascelar, which is not ideal because he's having to boost all the way to this tube, which is fast terrain anyway. That's not going to help his lap time.
Yeah, he's losing quite a bit of time. He's bleeding time right now.
Yeah, we're going to see that on this lap, maybe.
Yeah, Nacho will pull ahead due to the heat difference here. So it's just going to come down to Nacho not dying, which is easier said than done here.
Yeah, he really hasn't crashed very much this match, has he? Actually,
no, he hasn't. He's been doing very well. Seems like he's very ready for this match.
Coming up to the second tube.
Ooh, Nacho gets a bad jump and not enough height.
Yeah, zelascelar with the risky method makes it through.
Well, Zell is now ahead. If he can keep up this consistency, then maybe pull one out against Nacho.
Yeah, he really needs a win under his belt, I think, if he wants any chance of taking this match. I don't know why he's boosting through the tube there.
It doesn't have fast train at the end of it, at least, so... And at the start of it as well, I believe, but like the middle section, he shouldn't be boosting.
Yeah, he seems to just be boosting through all of it.
Might not just be familiar with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than underheating, it's not ideal.
Alright, going through the red carpet again, into the final dangerous section of this track. Wow. Oh, and Zell clips the rock. Oh, here goes Nacho. Wow.
Oh
and
my.
He makes it.
I mean, he has more heat he can use, actually, so if he can use it all here, he might take this.
It's kind of hard through this section, though, to use much of your heat.
Ah, this is so close.
Wow. Yeah, he saved a good bit of time there.
Oh my god.
Wow, Zell got a really long hold on that Xeon terrain. Yeah, Nacho just clears it, I think. By 2 seconds.
That was half a second difference. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was so close.
Yeah, it just isn't going zelascelar's way today for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Nacho's playing so well today.
Well, this is match point for Nacho.
Yeah, I really hope Zell takes one at least. Hopefully this next pick will be a good one.
Well, he's 10-man bowls again. So I don't know if he's just going to stick to some full track.
It's the same 10
Tough.
bans is last time. Bowls and Scrappers run. All right, so he has this is the last chance for Zell to use 3 force points and 1 run back.
Yeah, after that, he's at the mercy of Nacho.
Yeah, if he wants to win now, he'll have to win his pick and then win all of Nacho's picks, which will not be easy.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. It's so Bulba's legacy skips.
He's doing the thing. Ooh, Nacho like ooh in chat.
I can hope. I can only hope this catches Nacho off guard. Maybe he dies to a. It's very easy to die to the skip here. It's a little awkward. Like if you don't get enough height from the hill you hit, you'll just hit the edge of the road before you get back on it.
Yeah, it is a bit of a tricky one. He did pick this against Digital Unity in their match with Ben. He banned Bullseye, and he got a 206 in that match with Ben. So, I mean, it seems like it was still a bit rough for him there, but we'll have to see how he gets on this time.
I mean, so when the SL skip was a full track, he did get a 154 with Ben with a death.
Yeah, and Nacho, I think I have seen him do this skip, although I don't think it was with Ben. I think it was with some non-metapod, like Bullseye or Mars or something. So
Yeah.
but it looks like he's on bed at the moment.
And honestly, also the rest of this track can be very tough. There's some pretty tight lines you can take here, and then there's a boost hold you'll want to do before this uphill section, right after the left turn Zell does here. There's a boost hold you can do into the turn that he goes into the right here, but it's very difficult, easy to die on. And so is this bottom section here. There's a little section where you can lose too much speed really fast and then you die instantly from it. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, you have to avoid that. Yeah, you definitely want to jump over the track and not go down the hill there.
Yeah, that downhill is very dangerous. Oh, and Nacho makes it too, but dies as well. Yeah, it's a very dangerous skip to make.
Yeah, zelascelar with his final skip pick from last time, but apparently this is going to be his final skip pick. I mean, to be fair to zelascelar, I mean it's always rough going up against a player like Nacho anyway, I think.
I mean, yeah, Nacho's been doing very well this tournament so far.
Yeah, I think most people have bet on him to win the lower bracket.
Also to note that Zell will be eliminated if he loses this match. It'll be his final run in the tournament.
It's a new lap record.
Yeah, Nacho's starting to get that skip down. I don't know.
Yeah, I think zelascelar will finish in 4th place if he loses this match.
Zell got the boost hold there on the that uphill section, which is very hard to do.
But yeah, as you say, even just the rest of the full track is not easy either.
No, it's
yeah.
very hard to see on some of these turns. The methane lake here actually kind of obscures your vision of the line you want. It's very annoying.
Yeah, not really sure what to expect on this one. Both were
It
sort
just
of
comes
having
down to surviving, really.
some difficulties on it.
They're both off. Oh, yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Digital Unity for running the back end match today, so.
Yeah, he's been really good there. I wouldn't have a clue, so.
Really helps me on focusing for the commentary. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
Nacho.
Wow.
They both made it.
That was amazing. That was very close for both of them.
Yeah. Nacho a little bit faster on first lap.
Alright, here comes a boost pole. Nacho gets it. Very well done.
Yeah, they both. Oh.
Alright, well. Come down to Nacho here. Going to skip.
Oh,
Makes
he
it
never.
so well. Oh.
It's a new lap record.
Oh, alright, well. This is not looking good for Zell here.
Nacho almost died in that section. Interesting way of doing the skip there. But yeah, he's going to go on to play Paige in the losers finals. Oh, that was kind of heartbreaking for zelascelar, to be honest.
Well, this is looking good for Zell, I believe. Or, I mean, Nacho. Since he's going against Paige next, I believe, so. Hello, Nacho, and hello, Zell.
Hello.
Wow, that was quite a heartbreaker, Zell.
Yeah, it very much wasn't. Especially the skip one, man. I practiced for a whole hour before.
Oh, a whole hour. Damn.
And it failed me. Because I knew that. Yeah.
Why didn't you practice in warm up?
No, because I don't trust skips. I gave up. It just felt so random.
Yeah, I tried it once with Ben. Immediately failed. I'm like, all right, I'm going Bulls. I'm going old school.
That was a very good improvisation from you, Nacho. I was quite amazed you got it down. Like, you only missed it once, I believe, because you died early.
Yeah, that confused me. I'm like, wait, why did it spawn me after it? I crashed before
that
it.
happens.
It was so mean.
But, I mean, getting it twice was very good.
Yeah, I was happy to at least get it twice.
Wait, did you change to bullseye?
I did. I changed to bullseye. I tried Ben once. And I was like, nope, I'm going bullseye.
Okay, I'm practicing.
Yeah, I did the old school skip where you go backwards and hold nose up and go around.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
You're sort of like clipping back up onto the upper ramp, going up the track there.
Yeah, because it seemed like every time I would try to hold right and nose up, I would just crash immediately. So I was like, okay, let me like delay it a little bit, but then I would just clip back towards the behind where you're supposed to be. And I was like, dang it.
Yeah, I think your consistency won over on that race, but I think we were both sort of surprised by zelascelar's pick on that one. I don't think either of us expected to see that.
No, not at all.
No, that was a very big surprise. I was like, oh no, he learned the skip. I don't know it.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were gonna like do full track and then just bait Nacho into doing the skip.
Oh, okay.
See, I actually thought you did that because it was taking you a while to submit your time. I was like, oh, did he go full track? But no, I saw the DNF come in.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame. But I went for it at least.
Y'all did very well, like on Executioner and Gravine Gateway. It was really close.
Oh,
Yeah, those were like within like a second, weren't they?
Y'all did very well on those.
Yeah, every match was every race rather was kind of a bit of a heartbreak, to be honest. I mean, especially GVG, that race was just so good. Like
Oh
for
no.
most of the race, like I think Zelascelar was even ahead of you actually for a lot of it, and then
Dang.
I think you just took a death on lap 3, and then that just allowed you just to pull ahead because your pace was really, really, really similar.
Gotcha. Yeah,
But
I definitely
Inferno-
want to watch this back. Inferno was
I
good.
think Inferno, like Zell, just like he didn't die. He just lost a little bit of time.
I need to watch that because wow, it was a really great time on Inferno.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't take the that cut. You know, when you're going downhill in the chicanes. There's that
That's
little
it.
left side cut.
But
Did that really? That was enough to pull me ahead.
I mean, I think it definitely helped because Zell took it all. Zell took the long route there, all 3 laps, I believe.
Oh dang.
Is it saving real 5 seconds? No. Although I
Yeah.
bumped into a wall.
You just look so much more aggressive, Nacho, particularly on lap 3 on Inferno. You just look like you were like really just like pushing for it.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to just getting everything you can out of Inferno in that back half.
Oh yeah. That is for sure.
Yeah. What did you think Nacho might have pulled out GVG, but with neither key or something like that? Zelascelar, is that why you went for that track, or did you just feel like you were good on that one?
The problem with Grava is that I tried a new frame rate and traction setup that I did little testing before. I usually go. I can't go to 30 FPS. I don't know. It should be easier going slow down and all, but I don't know. I just feel more unstable when I go low FPS or frame rate. So I should have done my old. But it was just that I was looking at world record people. I was like, man, they are like almost 20 seconds faster than me. I'm doing something wrong, and so I need to change my setup. And I was not prepared for that
What
change.
did you go with for Gravine?
Let's see here, 30 frame rate and 60 traction.
Okay, that's
Okay,
what
but-
Dom uses.
That's what I
Very
do.
solid one.
And I'm more used to 48, 20.
Oh, okay. So you're used to the higher frame rate.
Yeah, that's where I frame. But
Wow, that's very high. I think Mikey uses like 40-20 as well.
nice.
Yeah, I think that's low. That's good enough to kind of make the turns. It kind of depends on how you're feeling with it, really. I think like sometimes you
Yeah, I
can
mean,
use.
it comes down to preference, really.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I feel fragile at 30 FPS for a bit.
I think as long as you don't like use like 6600 or something, you should be reasonable.
That'd be funny.
I think I did that for the whole of the first tournament. Just 6600 for every track.
Oh my goodness. What?
What? That's insane.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
See,
regret it.
the SL skips kind of. Well, I was not liking that, but somehow pulled it off at the end.
You got it down very well, Nacho. It was quite amazing how fast you got it in warm up.
Yeah, usually I go bullseye there, but I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go bend to see what happens. And I guess it worked. Other than lap 3. Lap 3, I was like shaky the entire lap.
Yeah, you got a lot of height off of the skip there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think that was the only one I predicted that you would pick, actually, zelascelar, because I think you picked that in your match against Digital, didn't you? It's, Sports Legacy Skips.
Yeah, and it is so stupid because I like the track, but the skip, I haven't really looked up any guide, so I'm just trying my best. And again, I try to look for settings for, because I feel that that's what makes me doubt myself and get unsure and shaky and do mistakes, because I keep thinking, is this even the right settings? And such. So I went traction 20, frame rate 42, maybe on that one.
Oh, for SL skips?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have 3820 is what I use.
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I have it written down like that, but it works, so I roll with it.
I guess a lot of it's just having a setup you feel comfortable with and experienced with. That's probably just as important as anything else, actually.
Yeah, especially on SL, where, you know, like the rest of the track is very challenging as well. It's very easy to die, and a lot of it outside of the skip.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was a heartbreak for me, because because I am pretty stable in the track, but I made a mistake in that tunnel, and it was just I couldn't have without it.
And then there was the Executioner race.
I had no explanation for my death, because I told my brain, dodge that rock, and my brain just aimed for that rock instead and went straight into it. That's it.
Zell, your entrance strategy for the tube is very interesting. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, I'm famous with that entrance, and it's all because of old habits. I don't dare try to learn anything new.
I mean, if it works, it's fine. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if it's time efficient compared to the wall ride.
I think the wall ride's like slightly slower than in any case.
Wait,
If you're going
what?
straight
Yeah,
in the
it's
tube, you know, saving a
This
little
is
bit of
safer.
time.
Yeah, I think Nacho died in the tube, and then zelascelar, I think, maybe died in the exit of the tube, and it was kind of like Nacho ended up ahead, but zelascelar had more kind of heat to use, so it kind of ended up being really super close, like to the end of the lap.
Oh,
I gotta see that. That's always nice.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
made
same.
up a lot of time. It was crazy to see.
yeah. I don't know why I crashed. Maybe I just like came in too low with the jump. Cause like it,
You didn't
that
get
actually
enough
surprised
fight
me.
there, Nacho.
Yeah, 'cause I was trying to cut it low, but I guess I cut it too low.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks you in. I think sometimes you can just catch like the edge of the pit just as you're landing in the tube, because it kind of like rotates you around, doesn't it? It's kind of like a really weird thing it does.
Yeah, it's like flushing a toilet. Just
Yeah, you have to try and almost jump straight into it, like straight down into it.
yeah. I think I came in at a slight angle too, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's funny, looking at my sheet, all of Galactic, we either did or banned other than Fire Mountain. That is funny. And we didn't even touch Amateur.
Nope.
Yeah, there were some pretty good picks today. I really enjoyed them, especially AMR on the first one. Oh my god, that was a heartbreaker too. Y'all were so close the entire time.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, Zell was ahead the entire time actually.
And
really?
it goes. It's the skill of composure. I lost my composure at it because my brain goes, and I do have to say that, because I was trying fine, you know, I was confident, and then I goes like, oh man, I can't mess up this last lap. Like suddenly I start to think of that, and then I just fumble.
Yeah,
the mental
it's very
gymnastics.
dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Very dangerous in the canyon.
Sure is no.
Yeah, I will say I took the canyon very slow.
Yeah, I heard you breaking quite a bit, Nacho.
Yeah, like I haven't touched AMR in a while, so I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Wow, that was pretty good then. It's not an easy track at all.
It's not. I guess the howler practice helped out with like the beginning part of the track.
Yeah.
It's just the canyon is just kind of silly.
Yeah, I mean, even on that track, actually, like you were really close, and like I mean, zelascelar was really, really good actually through the canyon on laps 1 and 2. He just had that really unfortunate death on the third lap, which just allowed you to just get the edge on him, Nacho, just at the end.
Dang. Okay, I really want to see this now.
Yeah.
I think. Is there anything else y'all want to say? I think it's pretty good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we wrapped up all the points.
Well, all right. Great game, y'all. It was so close despite the score. It was very interesting to watch.
That's what counts.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so congrats, Nacho. You'll obviously be going ahead to face Paige in the losers finals.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
I don't think I've faced Paige in a while.
Yeah, commiserations to you, zelascelar. I hope you do another tournament, but if not, I think everyone will join me in saying it's been great to see you in these events. You know, hopefully you'll do some other smaller events and things as well in the future.
Absolutely. Throw me a non-skip tournament and I will come.
Maybe we'll do an off-season tourney with no skips. We'll see.
Sounds good.
Or I just have to get my thumb up my ass and actually try to learn the skips now.
But yeah,
There you
congrats on making, I believe, 4th place in this tournament for the lower bracket.
I think so.
Yeah.
Very
Just
nice.
Glad to participate.
Yeah, just don't forget your be on the match arena and get your prize.
Say what?
Make sure you're signed up on match arena for the tourney so you can get your prize.
Oh, okay.
There's prize money.
Yeah, man.
The main reason we do all this, you know?
Right?
Got to have money.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any scheduled matches, I believe.
No, I checked. Yeah, there's none currently right now.
But yeah, definitely keep an eye open because we, like I say, we've got the losers finals coming up, and there's going to be a few matches in upper bracket coming up soon as well.
Yeah, lots of upper bracket to come. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's looking like me versus Ace soon. Metallica versus KBD. Or King Bean Dip. Those will be great.
How do you feel about playing Ace Hellfire?
Not good. Not good at all.
I'm
sure
sure
you'll
you.
do good.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got some picks you can use against him.
Maybe. We'll have to see. But, well, if any of y'all have anything else to say, I think we can just wrap this up now.
Yeah, good here.
Yeah, sure. GG's.
GG's, well played, man.
Well played to all. Thank you all for watching, and thank you Speed Gaming for hosting this tournament like usual.
Yeah, and thanks for commentating.
You're welcome.
Y'all take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
And may the force be with you.
Yes.
Oh, true.